Hi guys, this is Albuska and welcome back to another video. In the last video, we ranked the songs off of my favorite Zeppelin album, not Physical Graffiti. That Physical Graffiti is what we're doing today. We're gonna be the last video was Houses of the Holy, which is my favorite Zeppelin album. Please check that out if you haven't seen it. Today we're gonna be ranking what used to be my favorite Zeppelin album, Physical Graffiti, and I still love this album a lot. Somewhere in my top 30. It's just a masterpiece. I love it a lot. And, I can easily agree with my past self thinking that this was the best album they made because it really is a great album. And it's one of my favorite double albums. Could be my favorite double album, either that or the White Album. Probably White Album, but I'm not sure. But, yeah, this is just an insanely awesome album. They don't waste a second on here. Every song is a masterpiece, in my opinion. And there's 15 songs on here. I'm pretty short for a double album. Well, the album's not that short. It's actually pretty long, about 80 some odd minutes. Especially because one of them's 11 minutes, but we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, the entire album is great. And I love every single song on here, but something had to be at the bottom. So there's 15 songs on here, and compared to the previous stuff they made, the first two albums had 9 songs. The third album had 10 songs, and Led Zeppelin 4 and Houses of the Holy both had 8 songs, and this is 15. So, and the last two albums, when all of them were recorded, Presence and In Through the Outdoor, they both had 7 songs, and Coda, which is the compilation album that we're going to do, also has 8 songs. So, anyway, let's get into this list. So coming in at number 15, and I love this song, like I said, coming in at number 15 is Boogie with Stu. And I have always loved this song. When I first heard it, I always thought it was one of the coolest songs ever. But I can kind of understand why, some people would consider this the weakest song on Physical Graffiti. I don't hate it by any means. I actually love it. But again, something had to be at the bottom. And I think this is, a perfect example of kind of an old country. Well, I don't know about country, but like an old song that you would hear in the, say, 40s or something like that. But yeah, this is just a great song, and the title refers to Ian Stewart, who is the keyboardist for Rolling Stones, and he played with Zeppelin on this song. I always liked Bonham's repetitive drumming in the song. I always thought it was cool. I tried playing it on drums. It's not that hard to play, honestly. It's just really simplistic. And I've always thought it was a really great song. So that's going to be Boogie with Stu coming in at number 15. Coming in at number 14, and this is another song that a lot of people would put at the bottom. I can understand why, but it's number 14 for me, and I still love it. Black Country Woman, this is just a great song. So I think my favorite part of the song is the beginning where they're I guess they're recording outside, or maybe they were recording inside with the windows open or a door open or something like that. And they were just tuning up, and then you could just I think Robert says, "You ready, Jimmy?" or something like that, and then you can hear an airplane go by, and then Robert Plant says, "Go get this airplane on," and then Jimmy says, "Nah, leave it." So and then they just jam, which I thought was cool. I love this song a lot. I always thought it was really cool. I love how Boogie with Stu and Black Country Woman lead up to the final track of the album, Sick Again, which we'll get into later. But that's going to be Black Country Woman coming at number 14. Coming in at number 13, and this is another song. If you asked me a year ago, I probably would have ranked this at the bottom, only because it's an instrumental, short little ditty. But I always loved it, and this has actually grown on me a little. Coming in number 13, Bronrar, and that's where obviously where they recorded, and I'm trying to remember where Bronrar was, like Sweden or something. I can't remember. Wait, no, not Sweden. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. I should have looked at this before. But Bronrar is where they recorded. That's where they recorded, most of their early stuff. They performed um Stairway to Heaven there. They recorded that there. They recorded a lot of their old stuff. And there's actually multiple outtakes on here. Some of them, so half of the album is recorded where they were recording, and the other half is, outtakes that we never heard. Bronrar was from Led Zeppelin 3. I can understand why, because it's an acoustic little number. I think it would have fit perfectly on the album. Instead of Hats Off to Roy Harper, oh god. Imagine if they released that as a single, that would suck. That would be the worst single of all time. But anyway, that's Bronrar coming in at number 13. I've always loved it. Coming in at number 12, this is a criminally underrated song, and this gets often overlooked. Number 12 is Down by the Seaside, which is another great song. In a way, it kind of feels like a depressing song. I don't know why, but I always thought it was a really great song. And I still love it. It's grown on me, definitely, in the past few years. And I've always loved this album. Or this song, I should, well, yeah, I've always loved the album, but this song is really great, in my opinion. So, Down by the Seaside is going to be at number 12, and Robert Plant's vocals are nice on that song. Coming in at number 11, I really wanted this to crack the top 10. This is a criminally underrated song, Night Flight, which opens up side D, which is just incredible. I love Robert Plant's vocals, the organ in I should just say the keyboard. I think it would be an organ. No, not an organ. It's probably a keyboard that John Paul Jones plays in the middle, and he's an underrated keyboardist in my opinion. And Night Flight is just an incredible song. The guitar is awesome in the song. Ugh, just amazing. So Night Flight is going to come in at number 11. As we hit the top 10, number 10, if you asked me years ago, this would probably be much higher. I love this song a lot. Coming in at number 10, Custard Pie. The song that opens the entire record from side A, and it's just one of my favorite album openers of all time. And I love the guitar in it, and the drumming is incredible because, again, he was John Bonham. You can't go wrong with him. And Custard Pie is just an incredible opener, like one of my favorite openers. I'm trying to think what my favorite opener they made. Oh, Immigrant Song, easily, but this is definitely one of them. Good Times, Bad Times is great. Whole Lot of Love also, and as I said, Immigrant Song, Black Dog, and the song remains the same. Zeppelin knows how to open albums, just remember that. I think so far out of their album openers, this might be my least favorite one out of all of them, but I still think it's great. Yeah, so number 10 is Custard Pie. Coming in at number 9, this song is just underrated. Another criminally underrated song, the Wanton Song, which is just incredible. I love the keyboard in it also. You got two songs on side D with John Paul Jones having, I believe, a keyboard solo. Night Flight and Wanton Song. Wanton Song is just great. John Bonham's drumming is awesome. I love his drums on this song. The guitar is incredible. Robert Plant's vocals are incredible. This entire song is just incredible. So Wanton Song is going to be number 9. Coming in at number 8, the title track to the previous album, Houses of the Holy, which is just another incredible, a great side 2 opener, side B, and I love this song. I actually don't know why this didn't make the album. I think it would have fit. I wonder if this, I'm trying to think if Dancing Days, because I could picture this opening up side 2. I can picture this opening side 2 for Houses of the Holy instead of Dancing Days. And if you had Dancing Days open side 2 Physical Graffiti, that would be pretty weird, honestly. But yeah, Houses of the Holy was obviously an outtake from Houses of the Holy. And going back, I believe Boogie with Stu was a Led Zeppelin 4 outtake. I believe Black Country Woman, I think that was a Houses of the Holy outtake. I think Down by the Seaside was correct me if I'm wrong, I think that might have been either they recorded there, or I think that could have been a Led Zeppelin 4 outtake. I'm not sure. But yeah, just incredible. And Houses of the Holy is going to come in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, I love I love this song, and this is a huge, huge fan favorite. Trampled Underfoot, which is just incredible. I love that opener. That I hear this song again. Like there's a lot of Zeppelin tunes I hear whenever I go to picnics. I think I heard Trampled Underfoot one time. I don't know what it is with people playing Led Zeppelin at picnics. It's awesome though. They have great taste. But yeah, Trampled Underfoot is just incredible. I've always loved the song when I first heard it. And yeah, another great side two song. But the next one is not going to be the obvious one. We haven't mentioned that. We'll get there when we get there. I also want to go back to Houses of the Holy. I love the guitar in that song. I love that guitar riff, man. I love John Bonham's drumming. That's a perfect song. Anyway, I wanted to get that in. I forgot to talk about that. All right, but Trampled Underfoot's at number 7. Coming in at number 6. This song has grown incredibly on me. Oh my god, this song is just amazing, amazing. This is this disc 2 opener, so side C, and I remember hearing this for the first time when I was a little kid, and I remember getting scared by that synthesizer opener with that, and because it sounds like the beginning of the song, it sounds like a light going on, like someone's turning on a light, and you can just hear sounds, and then it goes, and then of course the synthesizer notes come in. I always was scared. I was scared about that when I was a little kid, but I love it now, and I wonder what John Paul Jones used for that for a synthesizer. But number 6 is In the Light, which is just another criminally underrated song. I love the way the song ends. That I love the guitar riff, the it's so ominous and heavy also. So yeah, I love In the Light. Definitely a great, great song. So In the Light's gonna come in at number 6. Alright, we're down to the top 5. This is where things get very, 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 incredibly, very difficult. Number 5. Talk about being blown away. This is I messed up. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Talk about being blown away, though. This song, and another incredibly, criminally underrated masterpiece, coming in at number 5, The Rover. Oh my god, I love that song. And I remember playing The Rover on drums a lot, because that's one of the first Zeppelin tunes I can actually play on drums, and that takes that's something, because a lot of Zeppelin songs are hard to play because again John Bonham was the master in the 70s, really. But yeah, I just think that The Rover is just incredible. The riffs in that song, that entire song is just underrated as hell. I love it a lot. So that's going to be The Rover coming in at number 5, and I screwed up. It is just zoomed in on my list when I was talking about The Rover, my phone turned sideways, and then my list just. Anyway, coming in at number 4, this song is another phenomenal. This is a great way to end side A or side 1, whatever you like to call it. I go by letters, so I call it side A. And I love this. Side 1 is probably my favorite side on this album. I don't know. For disc 1, well, that's actually difficult, but for disc 1, I really love the way this closes side A. Coming in at number 4, In My Time of Dying, which is just this 11-minute masterpiece. The instrumentation is awesome. I love how Robert Plant sings along with the guitar. It's just awesome. Well, he does that a lot, especially in the early days. But yeah, this is just an incredible song. I love, and probably my favorite part of the song, like near the end, where everyone stops and then he keeps repeating, "Oh my Jesus, oh my Jesus, oh my Jesus." It's awesome. And one thing that's hilarious, when the song is over after like 10.5 minutes, I don't know about 10.5 minutes, like when they're done, the last few seconds you can hear someone cough, and then Robert Plant just says cough. It was funny. I always thought that was a funny way to end side A, and a great way to end side A also. So coming in at number 4, In My Time of Dying. But the top 3, oh boy, this was just difficult. Coming in at number 3, again, a criminally underrated masterpiece, which is just, it really doesn't get much better when it comes to album closers, and this is definitely one of their best album closers. I think I like How Many More Times more than this. I think I don't know if I like Bring It On Home more than this. I think I like this more, maybe. I'm not sure. Easily better than any song is better than Hands Off the Roy Arbor, even some of this crappy stuff they did in the later period. But, and, trying to think. I like When the Levee Breaks a little more. And The Ocean I like a lot more. But Sick Again is just a great way to end your album. And it's just incredible as hell. I love the riffs in the song. It's way too short, actually. It's actually a pretty short way. It's kind of like a Van Halen record, it's short. But no, but yeah, Sick Again is just a masterpiece in my opinion. I know there are actually some Led Zeppelin fans who don't like the song. I'm actually a little shocked to hear that. I thought every Zeppelin fan would love this because I think this is just a great song. So that's going to be Sick Again coming in number 3. Number 2. And there's a lot of underrated content on this album, and this is for sure one of them. 10 Years Gone, that closes side C. Oh, one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard, which is just underrated as hell. I love it a lot. I love it, I love it, I love it. It's just incredible, and I love the melodies and the harmonies at the end of the song. I love the guitar work. The drumming is so cool, and it's about a breakup song, but it is just a great breakup song. I never thought I'd say that, but it's just a great breakup song. I think it's just one of the most underrated songs of all time. Probably somewhere in my top 15 favorite Led Zeppelin songs. I don't know. Who knows? But anyway, 10 Years Gone coming in at number 2. But you know what's left. You know what's number 1. The obvious one that you've been waiting for since I hit the record button. My favorite Zeppelin song of all time, and I don't think it'll ever change. Coming in at number 1, Kashmir. I have a lot to talk about this. Okay, so this closes disc 1, so side B. Okay, side B. I don't know what's the better side A or side B. That's really difficult. But I've always loved Kashmir. When I first heard it, my favorite song at the time was "Stairway to Heaven," obviously, because I was a nerd. No, but not a nerd, but I was just about to discover Zeppelin. I'd already known "Stairway to Heaven" prior, but Kashmir I've heard before. I always thought it was cool, but it wasn't my favorite Zeppelin song until I listened to their entire discography, and I go, "Yep, Kashmir's probably my favorite." I love that ominous riff. Everyone knows that riff. Banana, 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 banana. It's just iconic, and how can you not love it? Really, it's just incredible. And the drums and that's also something called the money beat. I heard. It's on a couple songs also, but that's one of the most notable ones. John Bonham's playing. And speaking of John Bonham's playing, since he was the master, at the end of the song, he goes absolutely crazy on the snare. I have not heard anything like that. I thought he was just going around the tom as fast as he could. And I remember hearing that and just being blown away. I'm like, Jesus, how could he do that? That is just insane. But yeah, Kashmir is my number 1 favorite Zeppelin song. I think it will be for a while. I mean, who knows? My opinion can absolutely change, but as of right now, Kashmir is my number 1. So here's my list. I really hope you guys can see that. Definitely blurry. Okay, so that was Physical Graffiti. What used to be my favorite Zeppelin album, and again, I don't hate it by any means. Physical Graffiti is awesome. It is awesome as hell. One of the best albums of all time. One of the best double albums of all time. And yeah, it's really incredible. But tomorrow we're gonna be. I think I'll be available. Hopefully, I'll record another video tomorrow on Halloween. Tomorrow is finally Halloween. I'm probably gonna stay home though. Is probably the safest thing to do. I watch a lot of horror movies because I'm a huge horror fan, as you could probably tell. And um, that Friday the 13th ranking video I did a few years ago, which got a lot of views. Again, thank you all for that. I'm probably going to disable comments from that because I'm getting a lot of hate from that. I'm getting a lot of flack. But hey, it's my channel, my rules. No, okay. No, I disable comments whenever I disable them. Whenever if it's like a really important video and yeah, stuff like that. But anyway, that's off topic. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll record a video on Halloween. And that will be the next Led Zeppelin album, Physical. Or I need to get my albums right. We just did Physical Graffiti. I am a dummy. No, we tomorrow is going to be Presence, which not my favorite Zeppelin album. I like it though, and again, as I mentioned before, there's no such thing as a bad Zeppelin album. Presence is actually really good. But there are weak material on there, spoiler alert, that I will talk about tomorrow. And and there's really good stuff on there. I will just say that. So anyway, please leave a like, comment if you want, view my videos, and of course subscribe. Thanks for watching this video, guys. This has been Halbuska, signing off. Take care, stay safe.